What is up, you guys? Welcome back to our vlog with Noah's Workshop. So in episode 2 here, we're going to get the trailer wall prepared and install the bigger window for the orders. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did that. It was a way bigger project than I thought, but I was able to take it on and get it done and get this wall fully roughed in and ready for the wall paneling and electrical, which will probably be in the next episode here, guys. So hopefully you are ready. Let's hop into this next episode. Alrighty, guys, so a little voiceover here for this time because I ended up not having a clip before this, but what I am doing currently in this clip is taking down the installation, getting prepared to have just bare plywood walls, because for the paneling that I'm going with is going to need a flat surface to mount to. So these wall paneling trim, which is like a 1x4, needs to come down on top of the insulation that's on the walls. And then on the same wall, the bigger windows going on, I ended up having to remove the plywood from that wall to get access to what's behind it. And that is all going to be in this time lapse here that you're watching currently, that I am voicing over so that I could give you guys a little bit of explanation of what's going on. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Let's get into it and enjoy the next few seconds. So, I have measurements window. 53 exact running for spacing. So measurements like 53 exact. What was that? Okay. That's what I was like. So, you guys would be cutting siding, turning to be. You have to pull off this whole side, this whole siding as well. So I can cut the boards and go back up. It's all solid, it's not going anywhere, but I'm just looking for most stability way. I'll take this. I'm going to check something. I need to make a piece anymore. So my thought is, I'm going to go ahead and get these pieces of plywood on the back off, and then I will see where we're at there. Give me a minute. Alrighty, guys, I'm at the shop. Sounds a little bit worse, so I'm going to sit right here. There you go. Good lighting. So, I have this unscrewed from the inside, as you remember, and I have to prepare myself to cut this open. And I've had a rethought of process of how I'm going to do this. I originally was going to just leave these two supports and screw into these, but I had a rethought go through my mind. I'm not going to leave those. I actually went and got, like I said, this is going to be a budget build. I'm going to try to do it budget friendly, and went and picked these up as coal lumber, which is a discounted lumber. This one has a split at the end, so does this one. They're pretty good splits, but I only need about 4 feet off of each of these. I only paid for both of these just under $10. Normally they're like 30 bucks a piece. So this one also has a pretty good gouge in this side. But again, I only need 4 feet of them. I don't even need that part. So I'm going to use those for the bottom of the window and the support underneath. And that is going to be the plan. So what I have to do is where I can't mess up. When you mess up, you're done. You can't go back. What I'm going to do is I still want to leave the window at the same height because I like that height. So I'm simply going to cut the metal straight across. Wherever the straight across, I'm going to mark it and make my measurements on both sides. And then I'm simply going to just make a little cut mark, so I can unscrew this from here. But I think firstly, I'm going to go around with the grinder. I'm going to mark my spots for my cuts for the sheet metal. And the top, wherever 4 feet is, it's actually higher. Wherever 4 feet is up top, I'm going to mark it in a couple spots and do a little slice through. And that will tell me where these screws are going to be. And then for these screws, I don't think up top I'm going to have space to put one of those. I have to see. I didn't bring my tape measure in here. But I don't think there's going to be space up top for it. I might do different. Let me hold on. Alright guys, I actually got this window out. And just took a screwdriver, pried it from the outside. I got my marks made for the bottom. So I'm going to start with that. This side, all the way across this bottom beam. Then up, I did get the start of this. I just got to mark here, here, and down. Yeah, like I said, if you not comfortable with it, find something that is, because this is like, if this hole is too big by any bit, that window won't fit and it won't seal right. So this is going to be a tough task, but I'm going to do it carefully and we'll get it done. So crossing our fingers, wear safety. I'm going to be using a angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. There's plenty of other ways. It's tin. You could cut it with even probably a tin snips. But yeah, we'll get it. Alrighty guys, that was more than I thought it was going to be, but it is done. The hole's made. We are not going to be able to put the lower header like I wanted, because to put the lower header, it is going to require quite a bit more. The screws that are attaching the siding are actually specialty screw heads that I don't even have the bit for. So I'm not going to be able to unscrew them and put in proper joist hangers, but what I am going to do is put a 2x12 here with legs going to the floor. I'm also going to attach it to these some way. I will figure it out, and I'll show you guys that. Put a 2x12 there with a joist going up to the ceiling, and I'll show you guys that as I get it done. I'm going to do some measuring here, and let's see what I can get figured out. I'm going to set you guys up here, explain to you what I got going on. So, alright, first measurement. I don't think we're going to be able to get a 2x6 behind here. Not looking stupid. I can get it back there, but it's going to look stupid because it's not going to sit perfect. So what I got to do is cut one at 9 1/4. and just cut it at 14 1/4. Yeah, this whole wall is going to get more support, 2x4s going up, because it's going to need to be pushed out a little bit further than what it is now. Up top, I'm not worried about it too terribly much, so I'm going to simply use these screws to secure this window in with a whole bunch of them. Then I'll go through it and re-secure everything, but I think once I get the window screwed in too, it'll help. Let me get the flashing tape, and we'll get that installed. So this flashing tape, first instructions on it. You got two. First thing, put it on your closet. So we're going to measure out the window a little longer. Yeah, so that's good. So right there. As you go up and down, always make it to fit. Flashing tape was not cheap, but it helps see everything. So you know, the quantities. It's very, very sticky. I just a little bit. It's like, you guys remember the plastic? Okay, what's the plastic? I'm going to do this. This stuff. I'll have smooth this with my structure, and I really don't let it set it over there. Very against the window. And I have a flashing tape. I'm going to do two layers of it. One on the outside right now, and one on the top of it. So, you get it out and stand it. Very much because I mess up. But no one can see it. So it's only covering your eyes and like it. But still a little bit. Alright. I'll show you that. Alright, that's that. Now I'm going to pull this tape. This stuff is structural, so. Alright, there's that one. Now we're going to get our supports for here. Let me go grab those. So then these will go up here. Did I bring the hammer inside, or is it outside? Outside. Okay. We're going to do that. That's in tight. This side we'll get a 2x4. Alright. Alright, let me see what camera battery's at real quick. Camera battery's getting really low. It's been 20 minutes. This whole thing is going to take a while, but right here. Alrighty guys, so I had a little mishap with the camera. It overheated and crashed, corrupting some of the files, but I got the window installed fully. This is just like this for now. The seam tape won't be seen like this forever. I will be putting some trim over this, and I will show you guys that when I do it. But for now, temporarily, the seam is sealed and watertight. The way we had to do it, and how it got done, was like I showed you guys, this bottom piece, which got put on the lip on the inside, and seal that together. And then after I screwed the window in with about a probably close to 30 screws. Then I put the seam tape on the sides, and then the seam tape across the top, and that fully mounts it in and is secured. So that is that fully done. The next thing that we have to do is going to be putting this plywood back up against the wall. Alrighty guys, so I am back and we are going to measure out for the install of our behind the wall boards that are going to go from the floor to the ceiling. It should still fit up to 7.25. 7.25. Make sure it does fit our so we're going to measure that before the top. So any sport after any sport, there's simply for something to apply to 71. So we have if we get the truck, that was 71. Take this. Make sure your wires are all the way, guys. You don't want to fish them. Now that's everything outside. We're probably about 6 or 7 screws. I'm going to count this and do it. And that'll be that spot. Okay, this is just going to be. Now this is just all the walking on. There's nothing structural, like I said. I just want to space out so we have the plywood. That's that. We're going to go over here, and this spot here, and that's where the wall supports. We're just also going to truck because we don't realize where I'm going to put it. So we're going to put it, and there should be a hole outside where it is. So, right, this should be the same as that back one, but it's multiple times. It's multiple times that you mess up, have to do any work. So simply put there, 71. We shall look at that board. All right, so the next one. We'll go this way, on this side of the board. Alright, I'm going to show you that side. Alright, that's that board. That one's actually pretty sturdy. So is that one. Alright. So now that those boards are up, we need to measure and cut our plywood for the window. And the way I'm going to do that is simply taking plywood and leaning up against the wall and marking the window in 2 spots, and then we'll go from there. It saves quite a bit of money for me, which I'm happy about. We'll go level with this. We'll go here, and then we'll go here. So now, all right, that's the first cut. Perfect either first time. I'll go ahead and mess it up once or twice more. I'm going to just measure that up to there. And that. We'll go right there. Alrighty guys, I got some screws here, but I just got to be very, very, very careful because they will go through if I'm not careful enough. We're going to just throw that down there. What is up, guys? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We got the window fully installed, got it all dried in and ready for the paneling and the electrical. If you guys are enjoying these, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below any questions or anything that you guys need to know. And I will try to get up to you with everything that I know. Yeah, but until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode where I will get the electrical and the wall paneling installed.